devil came down to Tulsa, though he didn't stay. Everything had been said, he was gonna say. His band plugged in and took the stage, though they never played. The devil came down to Tulsa, though he didn't stay. 4 cliches in a row, you got a country song. Folk singers don't die young, Lord, they live too long. The sun don't rise, it only sets when you're good and strong. Folk singers don't die young, Lord, they live too long. Well, I never had to worry about the wrath of the scared white man. Like my neighbor downstairs happens to be from Pakistan. Everyone I know is pretty much doing the best they can. Like my neighbor downstairs who happens to be from Pakistan. 4 cliches in a row, you got a country song. Folk singers don't die young, Lord, they live too long. The sun don't rise, it only sets when you're good and strong. Folk singers don't die young, Lord, they live too long. There's native blood running through the veins of my friends and kin. I would never dare call one of them a redskin. Here in America, we do what we do and we do what we will. Like putting a genocidal son of a bitch on the $20 bill. 4 cliches in a row, you got a country song. Folk singers don't die young, Lord, they live too long. The sun don't rise, it only sets when you're going strong. Folk singers don't die young, Lord, they live too long. Probably get shot down like old Trayvon Martin done on his way home from the back end of a Skittles run. I'm not real scared of neighborhood watchmen with their guns, either because I'm white or because I don't like Skittles. 4 cliches in a row, you got a country song. Folk singers don't die young, Lord, they live too long. The sun don't rise, it only sets when you're going strong. Folk singers don't die young, Lord, they live too long. Cliches in a row, you got a country song. Folk singers don't die young, Lord, they live too long. Sun don't rise, it only sets when you're going strong. Folks don't die young, Lord, they live too long. Bill was tired of walking around buying an old Chevrolet. The very first time he took it downtown, someone stole it away. So Bill just kept on walking around, looking for the guy that stole his car, to ask if he'd mind giving Bill a ride. She was born with a crooked leg, big old knobby knees. She tried to make friends wherever she went, no one ever sang please. She tried to find love with all she knew, all she got was teeth. So Sue put a lock around her heart, threw away the key. And may we all make the top of a mountain, may we all find true love. May we all live too long for counting and die from living too much. We'll die from living too much. Bill was a man with a beer in his hand, fire burning inside. He heard through wild ears, they say, saw through crazy eyes. Well, he spent his time on Friday night holding down the bar. Well, it's hard to find out where you're going if you don't know where you are. She was a sad and lonely girl, drank a lot of red wine. But she fell downstairs drunk one night, knocked out one of her eyes. Well, she'd go to the bar on Friday night to chase away all her cares. She'd stumble on home and do her best to stay away from the stairs. May we all make the top of a mountain, may we all find true love. May we all live too long for counting and die from living too much. We'll die from living too much. Bill bought a drink for the one-eyed girl he met at the bar. Sue still had the eye that fell out at home in a jar. She had two eyes when Bill saw double, others always had four. Well, they left hand in hand from the bar that night. Bill picked the right door. Well, Sue told him in front of her house he was welcome inside. Bill said he'd stay, but in the morning he'd be needing a ride. Well, weeks went by, and at the bar they sat side by side. They left hand in hand every night. In the morning, Bill had a ride. May we all make the top of a mountain. May we all find true love. May we all live too long for counting and die from living too much. We'll die from living too much. At the bar, Sue would stop and stare at his face when he fell asleep in her car. Well, Bill was born with nothing at all, had nothing most of his life. Felt like he got $1,000,000 when he got a one-eyed wife. May we all make the top of a mountain. May we all find true love. May we all live too long for counting and die from living too much. And may we all make the top of a mountain. May we all find true love. May we all live too long for counting and die from living too much. We'll die from living too much. We'll die from living too much. We'll die from living too much.
Red and white stripes. Really?
I want to hear this. The only ones. Thank God. Are you, what was his nickname on Facebook? I looked on Facebook very regularly. You're
Frenchie.
Frenchie McMandelin. Give it up for Frenchie McMandelin. As known today
Eats like a bird and has hollow bones too. She stubs her toe in a steel-toed shoe. She spills her beer, but she holds her liquor. She's got a thing for guitar pickers, and oh, sister, how I miss her. And oh, brother, how I love her. She looks like a model in her underwear. She puts too many products in her long brown hair. She buys good coffee but bad fake creamer. It's been way too long since I've seen her, and oh, sister, how I miss her. And oh, brother, works too hard at a job she don't like to buy her man a beer on Friday night. She didn't care how poor I'd get as long as I had a guitar and picked. And oh sister, how I miss her. And oh brother, how I love her. She's cold when it's 82 degrees outside. She washes her clothes with 3 kinds of Tide. She's got a glass eye and band-aids on her toes. Sounds like a squirrel when she blows her nose. And oh sister, how I miss her. And oh brother, how I love her. Like a bird and has hollow bones too. She spends her brew in a steel toe shoe. She spills her beer, but she holds her liquor. She's got a thing for folk singers. And oh sister, how I miss her. And oh brother, how I love her. And oh sister, how I miss her. Oh, brother, how I love her. You guys been to the zoo in Turley?
Oh yeah.
I went to that zoo, man. It was the worst zoo I've ever been to. It was a terrible zoo. All they had was one dog. It was a shit zoo, man.
Delayed reaction. It took me a minute the first time I heard it too.
Oh no, I understood. I was just saying, never mind. Never mind.
All right.
Because I just talked about that meth lab in Shirley.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding.
I was actually so dumb. I was thinking like there was another zoo, like past the zoo. Wouldn't surprise me.
How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
How many tickles does
10
it take?
tickles.
I've already did this for a long time.
Oh my god, yeah. Thanks, brother. I need a CD too.
Tickle.
CD.
Thanks, man.
Oh, you need a CD too?
Yeah. Whatever. Thanks, brother.
Well, you walk like a human, but you ain't got no head. You got a 3-dimensional dollar sign instead. 5 cents on your dollar won't buy me no bread. And you walk like a human, but you ain't got no head. And you talk like a devil, but you ain't got no tail. And then my greenback dollar gonna keep you out of jail with a 1 phone call and $1 million bail. And you talk like a devil, but you ain't got no tail. It seemed like a siren, but you ain't no lady. My spot on the whole town, but you don't know me. As was proclaimed back in 1863. And you sing like a siren, but you ain't no lady. And you eat like a pig, but you ain't living in no pen. And you drink like a fish, but you ain't got no fin. And slimy like a slug, we all know where you been. And you eat like a pig, but you ain't living in no pen. But you ain't got no teeth. You're big like a tree, but you ain't grew a leaf. Mean like a bull, but you ain't made of beef. And you bite like a dog, but you ain't got no teeth. Human, but you ain't got no head. You got a 3-dimensional dollar sign instead. 5 cents on your dollar won't buy me no bread. And you walk like a human, but you ain't got no. When I was a kid, I was a ninja, fighting off the commies. My neighborhood was a battleground, all my friends were in the ninja army. We were supermen, flying off the school swing set. That's how Bobby broke his arm, though it hasn't healed yet. And when I was a kid, the good Lord of us all was in the tree. Hell was in them older kids chasing me up and down my street. When I kneeled down to pray, I kneeled on 2 skinned up knees. I had Spider-Man on my t-shirt, Michael Jordan on my feet. And when I was a kid, I fell in love with a girl named July. She had freckles on her face and 2 very different colored eyes. I hadn't even told her when she left on Independence Day. Her dad lost his job that summer. She moved away. Was a kid, I gave my allegiance to the flag. If I didn't cross my heart, I got in trouble for being bad. In the schoolyard, I learned what I was and what I was not. And anything I did was okay if I did not get caught. And when I was a kid, I saw Stormin' Norman on the TV. I was proud to be an American, where at least I knew I was free. And our heroes always had a good reason to be fighting. Strong like they was made of steel, fast as lightning. I was a ninja, fighting off the commies. My neighborhood was a battleground, all my friends were in my ninja army. We were supermen, fighting off the school swing set. That's how Bobby broke his arm. Lord, it hasn't healed yet. That's how Bobby broke his arm. I'm gonna have a talk with Frenchie after the show. He needs to be one exclusive band. He's gonna have to pick. What makes you think he'd pick me? is anybody here when I played by myself earlier?
I was.
We're gonna repeat some songs. It's all right. It'll sound better. Wish to the Lord I'd never been born or died when I was young. I never would have kissed your ruby lips or heard your lying tongue. And all the good times are past and gone. All the good times are over. All the good times are past and gone. Little darling, don't weep no more. Do you see that lonesome dove flying from pine to pine, mourning for his one true love, like I mourn for mine? And all the good times are past and gone. All the good times are over. All the good times are past and gone. Little darling, don't weep no more. Peaches in the summertime, apples in the fall. If I can't have that one I love, I don't want none at all. And all the good times are past and gone. All the good times are over. All the good times are past and gone. Little darling, don't weep no more. Do you see that passenger train heading around that bend, carrying away my one true love to never return again? And all the good times are past and gone. All the good times are over. All the good times are past and gone. Little darling, don't weep no more. All the good times are past and gone. All the good times are over. All the good times are past and gone. Little darling, don't weep no more. All the good times are past and gone. All the good times are over. All the good times are past and gone. Little darling, don't weep no more. Little darling, don't weep no more. Going back and forth. Kind of put some creases in a weird way.
Are we teaching? Teaching?
How are you guys doing out there? crawled out of my hole this morning. Hell was falling from the sky. I crawled out of my hole this morning. Hell was falling from the sky. When I looked up to see what was happening, got a piece of hell in my eye. Well, the ground split wide open, how them rivers overflow. The ground did split wide open, the Arkansas River overflowed. My dog ran away, Lord, headed on down that lonesome road. Well, my grandpa came around, Lord, he had risen from his grave. My grandpa came around, he had risen from his grave. Said it's time to start drinking, boy. I hope you got some whiskey saved. So we drank as the world burned, watch that smoke rise in the air. We drank as the world burned, we watched that smoke rise in the air. Well, after a fifth of whiskey, let it burn, we don't care. When the angels come to greet us, we told them we were just fine. When the angels came to get us, Lord, we told them we were just fine. We got another fifth of whiskey, we ain't leaving it behind. We got another fifth of whiskey, we ain't leaving it behind. All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more music. Thank you very much. Tip your bartender. Also buy some CDs and tip the band.